In this video, we're going to go over how to build or create a method. Let's go ahead and put a new class in our Lesson 7 folder. We're going to name this Building. Let's go ahead and put our comment header, lesson, file name, which is building.java, and this program will create a building. So we're going to build this in the console. And most buildings have a roof. So let's go ahead and create our roof first. Because remember, the program reads from top to bottom and it's going to print it out from top to bottom. So system.out.println. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 spaces, a /, and then this is going to be the peak of our roof, so we're going to do a \. So a single \/ is like an escape, and it's used in a lot of different escape sequences. So if you were to use a \/ and then in, that would be a new line. \/ and a T would be tab, and so on. So when you try to print out just a \/ you're going to need to include another \/ with it. And when you include that other \/ it's going to print out the second \/ I'll leave this in a comment so you can see that \in means a new line and \t means tab. So if we were to run this now, we are going to go over 3 spaces and then evaluate the point of our roof. So let's continue building our roof. Let's go ahead and make our roof 4 different lines. So get rid of the spaces, space this out, and actually I'm going to draw a line underneath of this. Spread out a couple underscores until it lines up. Run the code, and there we're going to have our roof. Now, let's go ahead and build the body of our house or our building. So we're going to do another system.out.println. In this one, we're going to do a line down, draw parentheses like a big window, and then another line down. Let's do the same thing, except now instead of having a big window, we'll have a small window, kind of spaced out in between. And now let's go ahead and build our ground level floor. And we'll go ahead and make a door on this ground level as well. So let's put the door in between the 2 lower windows and then finish the side. And I think I'm going to add some grass to mine, so I'll go ahead and make these the upward triangles or the little caret symbols like grass. Let's go ahead and run this. Make the console a tad bigger. And you can see that we have our house. Now we're going to go into creating our own method. All of this is in a main method right now, so this is what we're seeing, what's inside the main method. We want to put this roof by itself. We want the body of the house or the body of the building to be by itself, and we want the ground level to also be by itself in its own method. What we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the brackets for the main method, but still inside the brackets of the class, and we're going to type public static void, and we're going to create a name for our method. So we're going to say roof. Open and close the parentheses, and we're going to open this with a bracket. When you hit enter or return, it will automatically add a bracket on at the end, but if it doesn't, go ahead and close this method. We want public static void roof to be just the roof. So we're going to cut this roof out and paste it into our public static void roof. So now if we were to run this code, it's only going to show the body and the ground level. It's not going to show the roof. We need to tell the program to put our roof on the roof. And this is the name of the method down here. So it's going to do what this method says. And roof says to print out 4 lines that look like a roof. Now when we run this, it's going to read roof, go down to the roof method, print out the roof, and then continue printing out the rest. So when we run this, you'll see that the roof is added back on. Now let's make a method for the body. Again, outside of the main string, but still inside of the public class. Let's just do it right below the roof. So after the roof ends, we're going to do public static void, and let's just name this body. Open it with a bracket, and when you return, you're going to close it with a bracket. Now let's just cut this out and paste it. So if we were to run this without saying body, we would just have a roof and a ground level. Now we're going to type body. So it's going to read roof, do what the method roof says, then it's going to read body, do what the body method says, or in other words, run the statements within the body method, and then it's going to print out this line, which has the door, and the line that has the grass. Run that, we see that our house is once again all together. Now let's make a method for the ground level. So we're going to do right after the body, public static void, and let's just name it ground level. And when you're naming methods, you want to keep it as one word. Open and close the parentheses, and then open and close some brackets. So now we're going to cut what the ground level is and paste it into the ground level method. So up here, we're going to type ground level and close it with a semicolon. Now our code is a little bit easier to read. Our main method is where everything happens within the program. So it's reading roof, and then it's going to the roof method and doing what that method says. Then after roof, it's reading body. It's going down to the body and then completing what that method instructs. And then it's going ground level and completing what the method ground level states.